"Aren't the leaves lovely?" Grandfather Alden asked, as he steered the car over the winding wooded road. Autumn leaves of red, orange, and yellow covered the trees on either side.
"They sure are," said Violet Alden. "Fall is my favorite time of year." "Those red leaves are the same color as your tie, Grandfather,"
said Violet's 6-year-old brother Benny. Grandfather Alden wore that particular necktie for a reason. As the car carrying the Alden family rounded one last curve, they saw the beautiful campus of Goldwyn University, the college Grandfather had attended many years before. Red and white were the university's colors and could be seen on flapping red flags with white letters hanging on poles around the grassy grounds. The spirited school colors could also be seen on the red and white jackets and sweatshirts of the college students, walking from building to building and playing games on the lawn. Grandfather showed his school spirit by wearing a bright white suit and a bright red tie.
"Where is the new library going to be?"
asked Jessie Alden, who was 12. She looked at the college's buildings, many of which were over 100 years old. "It will be where that open space is," Grandfather Alden said, pointing to an empty field. "That is where the groundbreaking will be held tomorrow morning before the big game."
"Groundbreaking?" said Benny. "Why would anyone want to break the ground?"
"It's okay, Benny," said Henry, the oldest of the Alden children. "A groundbreaking ceremony is what people do when a new building is going to be built."
"And don't worry," said Jessie. "Nothing is going to be broken. All that's going to happen is a hole will be dug, just like when you dig in the sand at the beach."
Grandfather Alden parked the car in a parking lot near where Alden Library would stand. Alden Library was the reason for the family's visit. Grandfather had donated money to help build the new library. The professors and other leaders of the university were so thankful that they planned to name the building for him. The Alden children climbed out of the car to stretch their legs and look around. Next to the empty field stood a very tall, very old building with high walls made of dark stone and high arching windows.
"Wow," said Benny. "Is that a castle?"
"It's not a castle," said a woman's voice,
"though it looks a bit like one. This is Goldwyn Library."
A tall, thin woman stood outside the doors of the old building.
"James Alden," she said. "You must be here for the big ceremony."
The children always found it funny to hear someone call their grandfather by his first name. "Children," said Grandfather Alden, "this is Miss Hollenberg, the head librarian at Goldwyn University. She began working at the library back when I was a student."
"And what a student your grandfather was," Miss Hollenberg said, straightening her glasses and smiling. "He spent a lot of time reading and studying in the library in order to do well in his classes."
"I only spent 4 years at Goldwyn University, but Miss Hollenberg has spent her entire career working in this old building," said Grandfather Alden. "Because she's worked here so long, she can find information on anything a student or anyone else might want to learn about, and it's been her job to take care of the library."
"Of course, I've had a little bit of help from the Grinning gargoyles," Miss Hollenberg said. "Gargoyles?" asked Violet. "Who are they?"
Miss Hollenberg pointed to the top of the old library building, past the arches and other decorations that covered its rock walls. There, at each corner of the roof, hunched the statue of a strange creature. Each statue had small, beady eyes, a pair of wings, long claws, and a smiling mouth full of sharp stone teeth. The Alden children craned their necks to look up at the statues.
"Those look like monsters," said Benny. "Or dragons. They're kind of scary." "They are scary looking, even if they're just stone statues," said Jessie. "But how could a statue protect the library?"
"This is a little-known fact Miss Hollenberg told me back when I was a student," Grandfather said. "As you can see from their open mouths, gargoyle statues were added to buildings to act as rainspouts, carrying rainwater away like the gutters on our house. Without such protection, water would eat away at the stone."
"But some people believe that gargoyles are more than just statues," Miss Hollenberg said. "Legend has it that gargoyles guard the buildings they call home. And here at Goldwyn, students have long believed that these grinning gargoyles won't be so happy if their home, the library, isn't treated right.